morning, a crucial decision is looming. Can students head safely back to school this fall? Over the next few weeks, 7 Eyewitness News will be equipping you with tips, tools, and resources to help you make this pivotal decision. School districts have until Friday to submit a reopening plan to the state. And later this morning, the Buffalo Common Council will be holding an education committee meeting talking about this very topic. The meeting will be shown live on Facebook beginning at 11 o'clock. But all new this morning, Jeff Russo is sitting down with a leading pediatric physician who's also fielding the same questions and concerns as he considers sending his own kids back to school.
Getting kids back to school is always stressful. This year, COVID-19 is adding several new obstacles.
I think the mental, social, and the anxiety component of what's happened is really important to acknowledge because it has affected everybody.
Dr. Stephen Turkovitch is Chief Medical Officer at Oishei Children's Hospital in Buffalo. He is also a father, so he says he understands the conversations that families are having. Dr. Turkovitch says if parents are questioning whether or not to send their child back to school, they should start with the numbers.
What is the prevalence of COVID in your community? We really can't consider sending kids back to in-person education unless the rate of COVID is very low in your community.
If the numbers stay low, Dr. Turkovitch says parents also need to feel comfortable with their school's COVID-19 safety plan in terms of social distancing efforts and the wearing of masks.
I think the biggest change is going to be the masking. It's going to be more challenging for small kids to tolerate the masks, but the more you can do now to get them used to it. My children have started baseball, and so masking has become a normal thing at the baseball diamonds, especially amongst the spectators. And my youngest son, who's spectating, wears his mask the whole time, and he does fine. The good news is the evidence shows that kids less than 10 are much less likely to be spreading the disease.
Dr. Turkovitch says when it comes to COVID and kids, a large percentage can be asymptomatic. Still, there are things parents should be monitoring.
Other very common symptoms would be fever greater than 100.4, or abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, things like that. And the other thing that kids sometimes present with are headaches.
And Dr. Turkovitch suggests having important conversations with your children now about how school will be different come fall.
It's important to talk to your kids about it in an open and honest way, a developmentally appropriate way. So teach them what they can do in order to keep themselves safe. And teach them that this is just a normal routine thing that you should do. So washing your hands frequently, making sure they know how to wash their hands, wearing a mask, socially distancing, teach them that these are solutions, these are positive things, they're going to keep them safe.
Jeff Russo, 7 Eyewitness News.